So what's up, everybody? This is your boy Jonathan. I'm back at the house. I'm gonna clean up right now. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is the idea of incels and looks. And most incels think they're ugly, and they think their ugliness is preventing them from getting a girl. Well, I'll tell you what I always tell you, and a lot of you guys, if you're still in this situation, you may not be taking my advice. But number one, you're focusing on the wrong girl. You're just focusing on the wrong girls. Instead of going after normal women, you're focusing after superficial women with the bodies of porn stars who have, a list of men chasing after them. So of course, you're going to have to deal with competition, and you're going to have to deal with rejection. Look at who you're talking to. So that's number one, and I'm just tired of saying it because I say it over and over and over and over and over and over. Stop hanging out with superficial women. Stop chasing after superficial women. Okay. Number two. Oh, so let me elaborate on that more. Just try to find women who will accept your energy. Like I said, there's a lot of immigrant women. There's a lot of blue collar women. There's a lot of women that come from different cultures and different backgrounds where they just accept a man as long as he got a job and can take care of himself. They'll accept you. But you start just focusing on either women who look like porn stars who have a list of guys chasing me after them, or you chase after these religious girls who are, everybody sees as like the perfect trophy wife. You're gonna have to deal with rejection. And I'm sorry to say that. Number two is just like learn how to dress yourself appropriately. Like, okay, so this is a big one. Like a lot of us want to dress like hype beasts, or we want to dress like the Chads, or we want to dress in hip hop clothes. And some of us just can't get away with it, right? So like I've dealt with this as long as I can remember. A tall, dark-skinned black guy with tattoos all over his body, dreadlocks, gold teeth, can dress in all the hip-hop clothes he wants. Nobody will say nothing to him. If I put on hip-hop clothes, people will call me a poser, saying I'm just wearing those hip-hop clothes to get women. You're just trying to score from your shoes, and it's horrible. And, people just thinking I was a fake and a phony and a poser. So, what I learned to do is just kind of just dress neat and clean. Just neat and clean and cute. And that's always worked for me. Like I told you in other videos, I just learned how to dress as cute as possible or as neat and clean as possible. Just, the women like that for some reason. I don't know why they like that, but they just do. But, when I try to dress like in all the popular clothing, I get nowhere. So, it works for me. So I've seen videos, and I've talked about these videos before, right? I saw a video with this guy who looked about 300, 400 pounds, and he was complaining about women. And he wasn't that ugly. He was a little bit big, but I mean, I've seen some big guys get with some women. So, there's famous rappers like Big Pun, Fat Joe, Biggie Smalls, they got women. So that's not an excuse. But he had on some random, complex graphic t-shirt. You couldn't even tell what it is. And some old school streetwear LRG baseball hat or something. And, he was in his mid-20s. And I was looking at him and I'm like, that's something that a little skinny 18-year-old skater college freshman will wear. Like, you're a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get away with wearing something like that. So, just throw on a normal t-shirt or a, polo or something with a collar that looks neat and clean. Just cut your hair, take the baseball cap off, and be out. You can dress a little, or get like I like to wear dad hats that are just like one color, that don't have a lot of teams on them or streetwear brands or graphics on them, and be out. Very simple. You know, another guy who was talking, I reviewed his video, was this black guy. He was like in his mid-30s. He had a long beard on. He had a long beard and a pair of glasses. So he looked and talked like an intelligent black man. But like, he had like a Lakers jersey on with a white t-shirt under it and a Lakers baseball hat on, and he looked like he was coming out of a music video from like 2001. It's like, you can't pass as a rapper from 2001, okay? So, and you speak so intelligent, it kind of kills it. So why don't you just put on some normal clothes, maybe shave your beard, clean yourself up, and that's it. Like, these people aren't ugly, right? Even, the guy who did the thing in Canada, he wasn't ugly. He just kind of like dressed like a nerd. And I think he could have put a little bit more effort into how he presented himself, but he's not ugly. Or like, you saw, Elliot Rogers. Elliot Rogers was I seen pictures of him, and he was like into anime, and he was into video games and stuff, yet he was dressing like a Chad, you know what I'm saying? And people look at him and how he behaves awkwardly and how the way he talks and things. It's like, you don't look like a Chad, so you could do a little bit more with your dress. You can't just throw on a Hollister t-shirt and a pair of like ripped jeans like everybody else and some, whatever. You got to kind of like figure out, what fits you. And like I said, like, I've always been able to get away with wearing Hawaiian shirts and looking neat and clean. And a lot of girls eat up the Hawaiian shirts, and I guess it's because of my personality, it's the way I look, it's my age. But yeah, it's just kind of like, it's just the way you dress, It's a big part of it is the way you dress. Another example is I had a friend in college, like, he was this Chinese boy, and he had long straggly hair, but he had blonde highlights in it, but his hair kind of looked unhealthy. And then he had on like these black, really old, faded jeans that were naturally faded, not bought like that, like naturally faded. Some sneakers with Velcro straps on them, and t-shirts, and that's what he wear, white t-shirts tucked into his pants, and he never got nowhere. So one day he bothered this girl to help him out, and she had him looking clean. Like, she had him in nice black pants, she had him get a new pair of shoes, she had him in nice button-down shirts, got him a nice hoodie jacket that had the insulated fur inside. I mean, he was looking sharp. He cut his straggly hair and cut his hair a little bit shorter and got rid of all the ugly highlights and just, got it back to its original black and slicked it back, and, he was looking sharp, and girls were hollering, and he, got somewhere. And so that's another thing. I think focusing on dressing is important, okay? So you kind of have to navigate through clothing, what you can get away with wearing and what you can't get away with wearing. And like, I always held to the rule, just look cute and neat and clean. And I've always never had a problem because I always dress cute, neat and clean. But then as soon as I put on some hip-hop clothes, it's not happening. So that's what I want to leave you with. So listen, whatever happens, you're not ugly, okay? So what I just told you today, just focus on the girls that are actually going to accept your energy. And the second thing is, stop trying to dress like a Chad and just dress neat and clean and put together. You don't have to be into pop cultural scene, but just dress neat, clean, and put together. All right, this is your boy Jonathan. I'm out, y'all. Peace.